front that will move through the area today. So we'll go from 80s today into the low to mid 70s for a high tomorrow and lower 70s on Monday. But there is more warm weather down the road, and our best chance of rain in a while could be on the way for the week ahead as well. We'll take a look at that forecast in just a bit.
Thanks, Chris. And the beautiful North Augusta Greenway is now an echo of its former self, as massive blockades of debris are preventing many from enjoying these cooler temperatures. Before Helene, the focus was on making the Greenway as prim and proper as can be for the Ironman. Now, many just want to see the space reopened by the end of the year. Your Kennedy Payne takes a look at the cleanup.
Well, the summertime heat makes the Greenway a popular place to exercise, but some runners I spoke with say that it may never be the same again. Sharon Huff has been running on the Greenway for 13 years, and she says the trail is like her second home.
I just look forward to the day when it can kind of look sort of like it was before. I love my Greenway, and I will do whatever it takes to help support it.
Much of the Greenway is still closed, even after Parks and Rec, the National and State Guard, and the Augusta Run Club worked to clear some of the path.
I know it'll take them a long time. More than willing to be patient. We all want to get back on the Greenway.
North Augusta approved for the city to move forward with contract negotiations with R&R Tree Service to help remove debris in parks and the Greenway. They are also contracted with Southern Disaster Recovery and Tetra Tech, but the city says they aren't sure if their contract covers Greenway cleanup. They say it is estimated to cost around $920,000 to clean up all of the city's parks plus the Greenway. But Huff says it's truly up to nature to get it back to normal.
Everything that has happened to the Greenway just really touches me deeply because I know nature will get it back, but it'll take forever.
But Huff is still finding hope along the path.
I just happened to look up, and hanging on one of the trees that had fallen was this little quilted heart that someone had put a little tag on it, said, "I need a home." So I took it and put it in my pocket just as kind of a reminder, even things look really, really bad right now, they will get better.
She says she knew then everything was going to be okay. Although the city is still trying to get the Greenway back open again, Huff says she's just thankful for the progress already made. In North Augusta, Kennedy Payne on your side.
It's Friday.
And Georgia is expected to pass the 4 million voter mark this early voting period. But in order to win Georgia, candidates are making plans to visit and sway voters. Abby Soares combed through Georgia's polling data, and she found with the clock ticking down, black voters are not turning out.
According to a landmark communication poll, 22% of Georgia's black voters who voted in 2020 have stayed home so far this year. Pollster Mark Roundtree says one of the biggest surprises of early polling data so far is low turnout among black voters who typically vote Democrat.
I don't think anybody saw this level of lack of passion among African American voters, given that this is a candidate who self-describes as black.
An Atlanta Journal-Constitution poll found nearly 74% of black Georgia voters plan to vote for Vice President Kamala Harris. More than 7% back former President Donald Trump, but a large portion are undecided. In 2020, 88% of black voters voted for the Democratic nominee, Joe Biden. State Representative and Harris surrogate Derek Jackson is canvassing across the state and the nation. He's currently in Arkansas.
Polls don't vote, people do.
With a flight booked back to Georgia tomorrow, he says when he talks to people about policy issues, they make a plan to vote.
That the number of undecided are now becoming decided, and because they understand what's at stake.
There are more than 2 million registered black voters in Georgia.
Those jokers speaking for the black community don't represent me.
At a rally on Monday, Pastor Calvin Colberis stood with former President Donald Trump, encouraging members of the audience not to be a puppet.
And tell your church, vote for religious freedom. Vote to protect babies. Vote to protect America.
The landmark communications poll shows consistency with Asian and Hispanic voters, but a dip in the number of younger voters under the age of 29. In Atlanta, I'm Abby Soares.
All right, another